This is what happens when your narcissist boyfriend realizes that you're no longer interested in him. At a certain juncture, everyone undergoes a transformation in their narrative, reaching a point where the presence of the narcissist, a constant figure in their life, is no longer desired. This pivotal moment is marked by the unmistakable signals from the universe and higher powers, exposing the toxicity of an individual who has insulted our existence and potentially damaged our reputation. Navigating this treacherous terrain becomes more manageable as we fortify our minds, hearts, and souls. This fortification signifies our commitment to the no-contact strategy, aiming to quash any lingering hopes of their return. Consequently, their furtive attempts at reconnection falter as a storm of potential reappearance stirs up dust. For genuine self-awareness, the narcissist must confront their narcissism immediately. By explicitly expressing disinterest, you provide them the opportunity to seek other targets, as your garden of indifference is now flourishing. Assert that negotiations with the narcissist won't happen while concurrently exposing their true nature. Employ words that penetrate their defenses and deliver an impactful message. While refraining from endorsing verbal attacks, conveying the truth is imperative. Their fabrications must yield to reality, and exposing them inflicts a significant blow. Yet, exercise caution to avoid excessive offensive language. A single robust warning is sufficient to burst their bubble of ignorance. After abandoning their victims, narcissists are ensnared by delusions in dimly lit alleys. Their silence is predicated on the assumption that the victim secretly longs for their return and desires an explanation for their actions. Striking a middle ground, assert, "No, narcissist, I no longer desire your presence. The shared future is destined for divergence, and access to your private realm is firmly denied. The conclusion of our private dialogue has arrived." Now, addressing the intrusive observers, the narcissists scrutinize their target's entire life like a crime scene, meticulously monitoring their online activities, including social media interactions. The connection between victim and narcissist seemed almost telepathic, as if the narcissist's thoughts were intertwined with the victim's. Their covert and calculated maneuvers left enduring imprints on the landscape, resembling a badge of honor in their sinister game. A seemingly insignificant gift became the focal point of an unforgettable event, employed by the narcissist as a pawn in their demeaning and mocking games, providing them with perverse pleasure and twisted joy. However, when realization dawned that the target had no intention of welcoming the narcissist back into their life, confusion set in. The narcissist had to undergo a substantial transformation in their negative behavior before any possibility of return. The target then publicly exposed the narcissist's deceitful actions, triggering accusations. An alarm sounded when the victim ventured into the realm of online dating, revealing the narcissist's unwelcome proximity. The narcissist had to tread cautiously upon realizing they were discovered in their profile, down to the carefully selected picture meant to evoke fear. They are on the verge of causing significant harm, having severely damaged their target's reputation through reprehensible actions. However, their covert maneuvers and intense desire for the target's return persist with unwavering strength. Finally, each journey fosters increased independence. Eventually, you'll arrive at a point of resolute strength and importance. It is the moment when you recognize that they no longer hold the power to shape the trajectory of your life. This realization might take days, months, or even years before your inner voices unequivocally declare, "I no longer yearn for their return." Despite investing considerable time and effort into what felt like an endless abyss, it breathes new life into your being. Even though diligent attempts were made to revive the fervent desire for their presence, it gradually dissipates like morning fog in the warm sun. In my trust, there exists no distinction between God and the cosmos. Have faith that you will reach a juncture where declaring, "I no longer crave their return," is within your grasp. Whether you've embarked on the initial significant steps of your healing journey or still grapple with pain. If you are currently grappling with longing as you read this message, don't allow your heart to sink. It is imperative for all of us to strive for a point where our yearning for their return becomes imperceptible. This revelation significantly alters the dynamics, shifting the balance of power. They find themselves in a pursuit, Once you've made it unequivocally clear that you have no desire to see them again and have drawn distinct boundaries, they begin to pursue you. Maintain composure, exhibiting no signs of weakness when engaging with them. In response to their actions, adopt an emotionless demeanor in your communication. Fourth, impose limits on yourself and shed mental burdens. While you may be tempted to express your disappointment and anger by saying things like, "I was foolish to waste time chasing your shadows," exercise caution. Scrutinize your words before releasing them to ensure alignment with your intentions. After conveying your message, take pride in blocking and deleting them from your life. It serves as a stark reminder of the misconduct perpetrated by a narcissist. This serves as further evidence that the unanimous consensus is that reasoning with narcissists is futile. They manipulate the conversation as necessary to suit their narrative. However, it is crucial to stand firm without allowing emotions to cloud judgment, making it abundantly clear that you do not wish for their return. We possess the authority to firmly shut the door if someone attempts to expel us. Repeatedly rejecting their advances aids in constructing impenetrable walls, preventing them from utilizing the covert maneuver to re-enter the scene. It is essential to recognize that when a narcissist ends a relationship or resorts to abuse, it seldom marks the conclusion or a clean break. Instead, they wield it as a twisted tool to secure more narcissistic supply. They draw energy from us, irrespective of its nature. Therefore, delivering a robust statement that unequivocally communicates their unwelcome status is our resolute response. Number 5. Reflecting on past experiences. This is particularly crucial if both you and the narcissist share a history involving children. To effectively implement the grey rock approach, establishing distinct boundaries is paramount. Ensure that discussions revolve solely around the children's health and needs. Explicitly express your unwillingness to engage in any other form of conversation. A direct directive, such as, "Let's refrain from discussing anything unrelated to our kids," "I'm not interested in side conversations," establishes limits and eliminates space for Hoover's manipulative tactics. Maintain your stance and persevere. This strategy proves as effective as a discard when confronting the narcissist and bringing their past misdeeds into the open. Confronting them with the reality of their actions is imperative. This phase of the healing process teaches you how to establish healthy boundaries and articulate your needs. Narcissists frequently employ forceful and engulfing cover tactics, complicating their identification and real-time handling. Exercise caution and proceed deliberately. Given your experiences, there's a considerable likelihood that a Hoover attempt will be staged. Your lack of response may have wounded their narcissistic ego. It is crucial to stand resolute against narcissists. Our strategy involves delivering a decisive blow to their inflated sense of self-importance, ensnaring them and their new sources of narcissistic supply in the fractured web of their delusion. Regardless of their desire to remain in this tumultuous world, you must decisively close the doors to your life on them. This decision holds significance as it marks a substantial stride toward recovery and self-love. The narcissist will attain greater self-awareness upon realizing that you no longer serve as the key to their happiness. With the dissipation of the fog, they comprehend the futility of their endeavors. This realization triggers a shift in the situation, propelling them to fervently pursue you. Though it deals a severe blow to their narcissistic ego, it also marks a significant step toward their recovery. Even if you may find it challenging, it's essential to prioritize your well-being. Rest assured, the wounds you've endured have left an indelible mark on the person you were in the past. You fulfilled your part. Trust me. I sincerely appreciate your attention to this line of thought. If you found it valuable, kindly click the like button and consider subscribing to this channel. Soon, you'll gain access to even more beneficial tools. I wish you a successful healing process until we cross paths again.